Hey, so a lot of you probably don't know this, but, I'm actually a huge fragrance collector. Like, big time. Big time. I have thousands. But I found some interesting ones here that I've never seen reviewed anywhere else here on YouTube. So, without further ado, I have two here. This one, the first one we're going to do, these are both Star Trek, by the way. I'm a huge Trekkie. I don't like Deep Space Nine. I don't like it. I think it's basically just Star Trek without actually being Star Trek. They don't go anywhere. That's half the fun, is you going to them, not them coming to you. The characters on Deep Space Nine are fine. It's the actual show itself that I don't like. If they put those characters on Voyager's ship, it would be a good show. I like certain episodes. The pilot episode of Deep Space Nine was pretty good. The one with Thomas Riker and with the Maquis, pretty good. The show in of itself, the basic premise of the show, not a big fan of. Beyond that, let's get back to what we're talking about here. So, Star Trek actually does make their own fragrances, as most big companies do. This one is, the yellow one here, gold one, is Tiberius, named after the middle name of Captain Kirk. Back here it says, Captain James Tiberius Kirk, the most famous and highly decorated starship captain in Starfleet history. Which is actually not true, by the way. According to Discovery, Captain April, who was in charge of the Enterprise before Pike, is actually the most highly decorated, and is even a former president of the Federation. But, continue. Tiberius Eau de Toilette for men embodies bravery and spirit, blending chemistry and emotion for a crisp, clean men's fragrance. Tiberius is a casual yet commanding fragrance spiked with raised notes of freshness and sensuality. A citrus accord, azure pear, and white pineapple create a refreshingly clear top notes. Black currant, summer melon, and lavender oil layered over fresh woods. A hint of patchouli, tree moss, and musk wrap up the scent for masculine and bold fragrance. Tiberius' fragrance for men is difficult to define and impossible to refuse in any universe. Take Tiberius in your next mission and be transported into new worlds of sensual discovery. Tiberius, boldly go. So I'm going to smell it here. Now, I'll choose maybe... It's very synthetic, but not necessarily in a bad way. You definitely get something like a pineapple, but everything's blended in such a way that you can't get distinct notes. So, but the pineapple scent you get is very much like a candy pineapple scent, like the kind that you like a pineapple flavored gummy bear. It's not like a real pineapple scent. You can very much tell. You get the lavender mixed in with it, which is interesting. It's like, it's not, I don't want to say it's linear, because linear basically means it's one fragrance all the way through. It's not. But the top and middle notes blend so perfectly together that you really can't distinguish a distinct top note versus a middle note. The lavender and the pineapple come together in such a way that it smells like both of them at the same time. It's not bad, though. It's interesting. You would think that, a novelty fragrance, which I feel like most people who would buy this would originally buy this as a novelty fragrance because they're a Star Trek fan or a sci-fi fan in general, and, they would put this on their shelf with their collectibles. I would actually recommend buying this as a genuine fragrance. It is very nice, and it's very distinctive. They're not trying to clone anything, right? The closest I can gather from, the closest fragrance I have that would be anything like this is Creed Avantis. And I hate Creed Avantis. So this is very far from that. But it does have that pineapple top note that Creed Avantis is known for. I don't hate Creed Avantis, the fragrance, I should say. I hate its overuse, and I hate its price tag. It does not deserve to be as expensive as it is. No Creeds do. I have them all, and I got them all heavily discounted because I know people. This one, I got it as a gift, but I was also going to buy it for myself. It's not that expensive. It's like 15 bucks. All in all, everything put together, taxes and tags, it's about 15 bucks. And for $15, this is actually really nice. And I genuinely wear this around. I would recommend it more for like spring, summertime, something like that. It's not really good for winter. It's not strong enough for that. But an eau de toilette, which for those of you who don't know, basically it's more it's a middle ground between a cologne and a eau de parfum. An eau de cologne, which would be something like, you know, this is a good example. Give me 1 second. Let me go to my other section over here. Okay. This is where I keep that's where I keep the ones that aren't bottled. This is like an eau de cologne, Florida water. These don't last very long at all. You pretty much have to carry an atomizer or a bottle with you for these. I'll review these at some other point, maybe. But eau de toilette is a middle ground between that and something like an eau de parfum, which lasts for the whole day with just a couple sprays in the morning. This is like a middle ground between the two. So, if you're only going out for a few hours, you're going out to work or whatever, this would be good. If you're planning on being out all day, you're going to want to go to something stronger than this. But they don't make this as any other higher concentration. So, the next one we're going to do. This is Red Shirt. This is hilarious if you're a Star Trek fan. You'll know red shirts are the people we throw we throw out there essentially just to get killed. They're cannon fodder. So, what the bottle looks like. It's a very nice bottle. I really, I personally advise against keeping fragrances outside of their bottle. The only reason I have some outside of their bottle is because they came in gift sets and I couldn't keep the boxes with them. But I prefer to keep the fragrance in the box. It protects the fragrance, the chemistry of the fragrance. It protects it from the heat and the light around the area and allows it to last longer. But some people just like the look of the bottles on their shelf. And if you're not planning on actually using these for a long time, it's fine. So let's read the back of this one. Red Shirt, put yourself in the line of fire. Red Shirt fragrance is made for the young modern man of the galaxy who doesn't hesitate, who revels in being alive today. Red Shirt fragrance instills confidence, showing the universe your strength, your valor, and your devotion to living each day as though it could be a last. Bright, clean, and direct with top notes of apple, lemon, lime, and rosemary. Red Shirt finishes strong with the base notes of cedar, musk, amber, tonka bean, and leather. It's a masculine and daring men's fragrance for those brave enough to place no trust in tomorrow, because tomorrow may never come. So, get a little. Now we air that out. Yeah, see, that's really nice. It's weird, you would think like I said, for a novelty fragrance, that most people would buy just because they're Star Trek fans, I would buy this as a fragrance collector because it is very nice. You know, you do get again. It's distinctly synthetic, but I feel like synthetic doesn't mean bad. There's a lot of fragrances out there, like Nautica Voyage, for example, that are wholly synthetic and smell amazing. It's all down to the artistry of the perfumer to make it. Like, if you're going to be synthetic, be very synthetic. Don't try to pass yourself off as a natural. You can't do that. So most of the best synthetic fragrances are from perfumers who understand this and just go full in on making it as synthetic as possible. Now, I'm getting the lime and lemon and rosemary. It kind of has like a Sprite type of smell, like the smell of Sprite or Sierra Mist or 7-Up, one of those types of fragrances, one of those types of sodas. It smells sort of like they smell. But you do get that rosemary in there. I'm not getting much apple. I'm not getting a lot of that. Musk, amber, tonka bean, and leather. It'll be a while before I get to that point, but those would be very good together, I imagine. But we're gonna cut that off now. Thanks for coming by. Like or subscribe if you feel like it. If you don't, I don't really care. I'm not really in this for the money. I'm just bored. Everybody have a great day. Go out there and carpe that diem. Alright, peace.